loan. Hey everybody, Real Estate Ninja here. I hope you're doing well. We're going to talk today about PMI, private mortgage insurance, and you need to get it taken off right now. Now, if you don't have PMI, you may want to stick around because I might be able to teach you something you never knew. You never know as you're picking up little chunks of knowledge. This may bode well for you in the future as you start buying up real estate and investing in real estate. I did a video almost 2 years ago exactly, where I called on everybody that had a mortgage to refinance right now because it'll be the last chance you get for a very long time. Since then, I've met tons of people that have saved tens of thousands. One person saved over $100,000 because they refinanced right then before the Fed started raising rates. Well, right now we are on the cusp of another opportunity that if you miss it now, you're going to be out for a very long time and it's going to cost you a lot of money. All right. So we're going to talk about prepaid mortgage insurance or private mortgage insurance. And we're going to talk about why you need to have it taken off and how you can take it off. Okay. But first, we're going to give you the book definition of what it is. And then I'm going to talk about it a little bit too. Private mortgage insurance, or PMI, is a type of mortgage insurance you might be required. It's not might, you are required to buy if you take out a conventional loan with a down payment of less than 20% of the purchase price. PMI protects the lender, not you, if you stop making payments for your loan. Now, just so you know, a lot of people have purchased homes recently in the last 2 years. They've seen a price appreciation that they need to take advantage of right now. There's also a lot of people that are going to say, Ninja, I don't have mortgage insurance because I got a specific loan, let's say FHA or whatever. What you need to understand is it's always priced in to the loan. If you don't have mortgage insurance and you put down less than 20%, what happens is the bank goes, you know what? We're going to try and sucker them into our loan product, and we're going to offer them, you don't have to pay mortgage insurance. And you go, yes. And there's going to be a little bit more interest, but you don't see it. And so what happens is your payment is a little bit more. And so a lot of times, I've told this to students before, if you have less than 20 and you're going to pay the PMI and you're renting out the house. My point being is that it's sometimes better to do the PMI if you believe that the house is going to appreciate rather quickly, especially if you buy the house right and you're able to do some repairs, and within 6 months or a year, that house is appreciated to 20%. So you have 20% in the deal. You can actually apply to have that mortgage insurance taken off. And that's what people need to do right now. Why do I say that? Because we are already starting to see nationally, the median home price is starting to fall. We're seeing drops all over the place. And what's going to happen is if you wait too long, you see there's a lot, I know it sounds crazy, there's a lot of real estate appraisers out there that do not see this crash coming. And yeah, they see every day they're pricing houses and they're seeing dips in the market, but because of this time lag and the lack of inventory on the market, they don't see it as fast as someone like I do or yourself does, because you're really in the market, your nose in the books, you're looking at all these websites, you're seeing price drops, right? A house, let's say there's 5 houses on the street and there's an appraiser appraising the 6th house, and the 5 on the street are for sale. And that appraiser is looking at the homes before those 5 homes hit the market to value that 6th home. He or she is looking at the homes that sold months ago to get the comps. They're not paying attention to the fact that the 5 homes on the market right now, they're dropping their prices. All they're going to find out is months after those sell, how much those sold for and the price difference, right? So right now, it is imperative that people go and they apply. You contact your bank, your mortgage, if you have PMI or private mortgage insurance. If you feel, and you can get a really good idea of how much your house is worth based off of comps in your area that have sold. You can get onto websites that have data aggregation like Zillow or Redfin. You can see what your neighbors' houses of similar size and comparable features sold for. And if you feel that you have at least 20% involved in that, you can apply to have the mortgage insurance taken off. Now, mortgage companies do it a couple different ways. One way they will do it is through, they'll look at their comps and say, you know what, your house is like probably 30% in the green. We're just going to take it off. I've had one company do that in the past. Others will say, we'll reassess it, but it will be at your cost to reassess it, and you have to pay the appraisal fee, and they go out and they send an appraiser and get a verified third party to appraise it. And then once it's said that it's okay, we're good, they take it off. Some prepaid mortgage insurances come off over a certain amount of years. Everyone's different. Okay. You've got to look at your loan docs. But again, this is what people need to understand. This is where it gets really sketchy during a market crash. Like what we saw in 2008, when a lot of people went, oh, I pay PMI, I should be good. I lost my job. I can't make my mortgage. That insurance is required. It's a requirement of you to get that loan, unless they con you into like a higher interest rate loan. They say, oh, you're not going to need it, because they know they're going to get their money from you somehow, right? So many people forget about this, and they go years of just paying that mortgage insurance, or they're going years paying that higher rate because they got suckered into a mortgage that didn't have the mortgage insurance and they thought it was a good deal. They're paying higher rates, higher fees, so they end up paying it in the long run. Well, that's forced on you. When you lose your job, it doesn't cover you. All that is there to do is to cover the bank. And what's really scary is a lot of banks, and very few people understand how this works. During 2008, banks would put in that, hey, we're defaulting, or sorry, the person that has the mortgage, you, let's say, stop paying. And so they go to their insurance company and they collected the money. And then later on, they had the opportunity to come and take that house, and they sold that house. And the money wasn't, let's say, distributed equally, legally. And a lot of this was brushed under the rug. So what I'm trying to do is save people right now that have PMI. Let me ask you this. Is anyone paying PMI right now? If you do type 1, I'm just curious if there's anybody with PMI. And there are a lot of people that don't realize that they can go as easy as a quick application with their mortgage lender. Within 3 to 4, maybe 6 months, that's going to be wiped off of their payment. They will no longer have to pay. There are also some loan products out there that actually, once you satisfy your mortgage insurance and you've paid a certain amount of time, some companies will refund you the money. But by and large, that first off is written right in your loan docs, and you have to see that for sure. But let me know if you guys, if we can, I want to get this information out, because just like I did that video on it's time to refinance, you got to refinance right now, because the Fed is going to start a multi-year raising of the interest rates, which is going to drag mortgage rates up with it. I believe this is very important and an easy way. A lot of Americans, because we have, millions of people that are in homes that have PMI right now. And it would be really nice to see those millions shave that off, because right now every dime helps, every penny helps, and I think it's really important. So thanks so much for watching this. I hope you got something out of this. Just this is the time, go get that PMI taken off, because the house prices are up here right now. They're starting to dip, and we're going to go, and once it's too late, those valuations will not be there. As a matter of fact, we'll see a lot of people with negative equity. So all right, hope you have a great day. The Real Estate Ninja is out.